could be driving a Honda.
Improved from the front grille to the tailgate and equipped to take you on the adventure of a lifetime, the ride is just different in this new Pilot seat. Come see the all-new 2023 Honda Pilot, now on sale at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Seagan Lane.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning. It is Monday morning in our part of the world, and I tell you what, the sun has come up over the capital city. You can see here in our Sky 9 shot, sponsored by Our Lady to Lake Children's Health. It is a beautiful day in South Louisiana. Starting in the temperatures in the upper 60s. I tell you what, speaking of Our Lady Lake Children's Health, we're going to talk about a special Driving the Future phone bank that's happening right now in just a little bit, but we have to let you know how to get out the door, how to dress for the day. So how about we check in with Dr. Steve Caparata for a look at your forecast for this last day of school for some kids. Hey Steve, good morning.
Good morning, Liz. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, last day for some in EBR, and starting out not bad this morning. Sky 9 camera showing a little bit of sun breaking through the clouds. We are starting out with some clouds this morning. We even had a few sprinkles north of Baton Rouge. Temperature-wise, mid-60s to around 70. Baton Rouge, Gonzales, 68. Homa checking in at an even 70 degrees. So other than a few sprinkles north of Baton Rouge this morning, largely expecting it to be mainly dry today, and I think we'll see more sunshine as the day progresses. Temperature-wise, low 80s at noon. Highs today, mid to upper 80s, a little bit warmer than yesterday. Yesterday was nice, 83 for a high. That was the coolest we've seen in more than 2 weeks here in Baton Rouge, but we are going to start to trend warmer again in the days ahead. Let's give you a look at the rain potential. Now, future radar not really picking up on the few sprinkles we've had north of Baton Rouge this morning. Ultimately, though, I do think more sunshine by lunchtime. Temperatures into the low 80s as we get into the afternoon. Pausing here at 4 o'clock. Still mainly dry, mid to upper 80s. You can see hints of a shower or two, mostly east and southeast of Baton Rouge, and right on into this evening should be mainly dry with temperatures falling through the 70s. Now, jumping ahead to tomorrow, we pick it up around daybreak Tuesday here on the graph model. Starts out dry. Noon on Tuesday, partly cloudy, still dry. And then you'll see into the afternoon, a couple of spotty showers showing up. That's 3 o'clock. A couple more showing up here at 6 o'clock, but again tomorrow it is a slim rain chance. Same story on Wednesday. Could see a few spotty showers, but overall not expecting much rainfall for the week ahead. This morning we've got a bit of an upper air disturbance sliding just turned north, and that's generating the little bit of shower activity we have near the state line this morning. But as that continues eastward, should see more sun into the afternoon. And just a reminder, that hurricane season is just about upon us. The Hurricane Center for the last couple of days has been spotlighting this area of low pressure, kind of just east of the Bahamas. Good news is development not expected out of it, only a 10% chance. By the way, if you missed it, new this year, these tropical weather outlooks that we often show you, which previously extended out through 5 days, the National Hurricane Center now extending those out through 7 days. That's one area of low pressure. Might be another developing later this week in the same general vicinity, but neither of those looks to really impact our part of the world. Here locally, it's going to be mainly dry today after this morning. A bit warmer tomorrow, up around 90, 88 Wednesday, small rain chances. And then Thursday into the Memorial Day weekend, 90 or above for highs. However, humidity looks to trend a bit lower later this week, so that's a silver lining. Dry through the Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day itself, it does start to get hotter. A high of 93. Humidity is going to be on the way up as well, and then maybe a couple of showers next Tuesday and Wednesday. 7:06 now with a check on your Monday morning commute. Here's Johnny.
We're not supposed to talk hurricanes after June 1st. Thank you, Steve. I'm going to leave this school zone up this week. A lot of folks are out of school starting today, as a matter of fact. Last day will be today. Congratulations. Enjoy your summer. Some of you may go tomorrow, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday. So last week of school. But if you see school zone signs flashing morning or afternoon, anytime this week, heed that warning just in case. Let's go out to our traffic watch camera. This is I-12 coming in from the Denham Springs area right here at Range. Starts to back up very definitely when you get into East Baton Rouge Parish. Here's O'Neill Lane up here in the Hayes. That's Millerville right here on top of the interstate, and you can see how that traffic starts to pack up and slow down a little bit. 17 minutes from Denham to the Baton Rouge area, 3 minutes from Juban to Amite River, and then another 6 from the Amite River to Millerville, and then Millerville to the 1012. So clearly most of that 17 minutes starts right past the Amite River all the way to the 1012 merge this morning, so we'll keep a real close eye on that. Bridge traffic is holding its own this morning. Intercoastal Overpass Bridge, we will have some overnight closures starting this week. They've started the construction project again. Here's the Intercoastal Overpass Bridge right here on LA1 in Port Allen, and we can expect some intermittent closures starting tonight, 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. at night. Northbound 1 lane, southbound 1 and 2 lane closures, and that is hopefully they will restrict that to the overnight hours, but again that does start tonight at 7 until 4 a.m. Tuesday morning for sure. Our time now is 7:08, and we like to kind of capsule and recapture the main headlines from the morning show on our show here at 7 o'clock, and we go back to Studio B, and Liz Coe will do all that for us. Liz, good morning.
Good morning to you, Johnny. We certainly do, and that's because as you head out the door, as you start getting ready for your day, these are the top things you need to know for this brand new Monday. At the end of last week, a lot of you may have had some business to take care of at the OMV. Maybe you needed to reinstate a driver's license, apply for a learner's permit, or if you have maybe some new 15, 16-year-olds maybe applying for a driver's license for the very first time. Well, Thursday and Friday, the OMV was locked up because of a maintenance failure that happened on their end that caused a network outage. This was actually statewide. So the OMV actually reaching out to us last night saying today the offices should be open. If you go to the website though, you'll see that banner still shows that they're experiencing some of those outages. Online services unavailable. So again, you might see that banner, but we're reaching out to the OMV now just to make sure that they are still open for the day. Again, at last check, they did say all of the statewide offices are going to be open today, including those satellite branches. So again, it doesn't hurt to call just to make sure these offices are open. But again, we are told that today is going to be that day where you can take care of that business at the OMV. If you had a rescheduled appointment, maybe go ahead and head on over there today. That still should be scheduled as planned as they get their services back up and running today. Of course, we're going to keep our eyes on this, let you know. We're going to make those calls and make sure all of those offices are open so you don't waste another day waiting to find out that the OMV is in fact closed. Today is a really big day in our part of the world as well. Remember, we are still driving the future with the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. 13 years we've been partnering them to help raise money for the incredible child services there at the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. Remember, folks, this is a hospital that you helped build. They will never turn someone away for their inability to pay for their medical services. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't have children, chances are you know a child in your life, whether you're a teacher, whether you are a neighbor, somebody who knows children in their life, or an aunt or an uncle or a parent. You know how important it is to have that critical care there. And it's not only that, they make sure that the hospital is a really special place that's not scary for a kid. That's why it's so beautiful, and there are animals everywhere, there are sounds. Every bit of that hospital is intentionally built for kids to feel like it's not a scary place. So today we're hosting another phone drive with Our Lady of the Lake. In fact, we had volunteers camped out here in the WAFB conference room all morning long taking your calls. That number to call is 225-215-0050. That number is going to stay open until 5:30 p.m. today. That's going to be a good chance to call and get your raffle ticket. Remember that drawing is happening this Wednesday and people are picking those car keys on Friday. So take advantage of this. Eric Aaron was saying we are now hours away from that final countdown. You could be one of 5 lucky winners to win a brand new Lexus vehicle, but remember, nobody's a loser here. Every one of those dollars going right back to the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. Make sure that child care still keeps going. Remember, we're not done. There's still more to be done here, and all of that money going to help kids in South Louisiana and beyond. So remember, you can call in today until 5:30. We're also tracking some breaking news headlines for you as well. Kind of a recap of crime from over the weekend. We've just learned that the victim was identified in a deadly shooting on Tuscarora Street. This incident actually happening on Sunday morning. So we're told that Baton Rouge police detectives found a man dead Sunday morning. We're now learning that the victim in this incident is 52-year-old Tyron Davis. He was found with multiple gunshot wounds there off of the 4000 block of Tuscarora Street. They still have no suspect. They have no motive in this case, but if you can help them out, maybe you heard something or you saw something that you thought was suspect, they sure could use your help. That number is 344-STOP. You can make that anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers and they'll get your information over to detectives. That's not the only incident though. Baton Rouge police investigating 3 different other separate shootings that we're investigating as well. So let's kind of recap them. Let's start you off here, starting with Saturday. So the first incident happening there on Victoria Drive, 10:20 p.m. Saturday night there. The victim in the Victoria Drive, we're told, had injuries that were not life-threatening. The second shooting happening an hour later on Scenic Highway near 78th, again 11 p.m. Saturday, and then that third shooting happening on Sunday. This is at College Drive and Corporate Boulevard. Now, all of the victims shot in each 3 of these separate shootings are all expected to survive. So that is the good news here. The bad news, police still don't have a motive, a suspect in any of these shootings either. And at this point, they say that all of these shootings are not connected. So keep that in mind. 3 of these shootings here not connected, but they do need your help. Remember, this is a pretty broad area we're talking about, right? So if any of this jogs a memory from over the weekend, call Crime Stoppers with that anonymous tip. You never know how one little detail can trigger that domino effect in this investigation. So we'll keep that in mind. That's not all when it comes to a crime recap. Let's take you over to Livingston Parish, where Denham Springs police also investigating a shooting. This one happening on Rushing Road West. This one just before 7 o'clock Sunday evening. We're told one person was shot in the chest with some life-threatening injuries. They were taken to a local hospital where they're trying to recover now. We're working to find out the latest condition on that victim, but we're told in this incident that 2 people from the shooting scene were actually taken in for questioning. We don't know what has come of that, but we're going to check in with Denham Springs Police to let you know what comes of this investigation as well. A quick mention here, again, on the national level, the big talk is the U.S. debt ceiling. Will top leaders figure out a way to come up with an agreement before the U.S. hits that debt ceiling default on June 1st? Time will tell. We're going to keep our eyes on that conversation, but let's start you back here with weather and traffic at 7:14. Lots of folks starting to head out the door, Steve. Not too bad on a Monday.
Yeah, not bad. Most of us starting in the 60s, pretty close to normal. A few sprinkles north of Baton Rouge, but overall today, Liz, Johnny, should be mainly dry. It's going to heat up this week. But the good news is humidity not going to be all that bad for the time of year.
I love this little 7 o'clock recap. We can get everything we need to know and then leave the house. Man, that's great, Liz. Thank you for that.
I love it. And it doesn't stop here, folks. All 3 of us are going to join you again in 10 minutes on the mothership. WAFB weather traffic news coming up. We'll see you soon.